Alright, hello, welcome to Heal and Ascend Tarot. So I hope everyone is doing well. Today is going to be what do you need to know right now reading. Alright, so this reading, I think I've done this reading on I'm pretty sure I've done this reading on the channel. This is going to be a little bit different than the way I do it if you were to book a personal reading for what do you need to know right now. But we're going to dive in and just take a look. If you're on the spiritual path right now, what do you need to know? So we're going to start off with Mystic Moon Oracle, which is the Twin Flame deck. Because most of you guys who are on my channel are part of the Twin Flame community. So we're going to start off with a message related to that. So let's see. If you guys want to book something personal right now, I am offering 15% off, okay? Promo code is in the description box down below and somewhere on the video. Alright, the website also has access to all of the online courses, and soon I will have the crystal sets available and hopefully the oracle decks available as well, because I'm working on a second oracle deck. So if you guys are familiar, I don't know, maybe some of you are new, but I launched this deck last year, okay, the Twin Flame Messages deck, and such a hit. You guys absolutely love it. I love this deck too, it's so fun. So in the process of getting those made again, another shipment of those, and then, but the reason why I'm kind of holding off is because I have another deck that I'm creating that I want to launch at the same time. Okay. Anyways, okay, so let's take a look and see. I think you guys will really love that deck. I just don't want to give any hints quite yet. Okay, so let's take a look and see. What do you need to know right now? So what does Spirit want you to know right now? Okay, we have family. We have mute. Ooh, and we have grief. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm getting a message. Keep in mind, these messages might not be related to love, okay? But I feel like some of you guys have had a falling out with one of your family members. It could be like one of your kids, or it could possibly be like a spouse or something like that, or possibly a father or mother. But I feel like a lot of you guys have had some of you have had a falling out with a family member, okay? For some of you, though, this may be your romantic interest, okay? So take it how it resonates. But you haven't spoke to this person in a while, and you guys have been kind of closed off to each other when it comes to communication, and this, whether you know it or not, this has been causing you grief, okay? So if you've been feeling kind of off lately or feeling kind of weird, this is probably because you are grieving, because the situation has been causing you pain. Sometimes we can be grieving or in grief and not know it, because a lot of us have a lot of ways of coping, or a lot of ways of sort of ignoring how we feel, right? Numbing ourselves, all of that. But you're needing to address this is what I'm getting, okay? If you have the ability to fix or mend the connection that you have with this family member, it's advised, okay? Yeah, for a lot of you right now, you are needing to put this emphasis on your family dynamics, your family structure, like really caring for your family environment. I don't know if some of you guys have been, I don't want to say neglecting your family, but possibly maybe your priorities have been towards other things, and I feel like your family is kind of struggling because of this, or your family needs you right now. And it could be a specific family member, but it could just be your overall family unit needs you right now. Because if you notice here, these two parents are above holding the roof over these children's head, and so it's like it takes two, right? If someone drops the ball, then the whole structure falls. Okay, so I'm getting that here as well, that message coming through. Okay, all right, so let's move on. So what do you need to know right now? All right, so for those who are watching, let's see, for those who are watching, what do they need to know right now? The Hanged Man, the Queen of Wands, and the Moon. Sorry if you guys can't see this that well. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit. Might be easier. Sorry, that's probably gonna come across as super loud. Okay, so the first one is perspective. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. We have the Queen of Gabriel. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. And the Moon. The opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears, and grow stronger. Okay. Yeah, so there's definitely something about you coming into your own strength and independence right now, being able to use sort of your practical side, but also your intuition right now. And I feel like some of you guys so I'm sensing that some of you guys are feeling like you're at a stalemate in your life, or that things are sort of stagnant or not moving forward in the way that you'd want it to, especially with this Hanged Man card here. But Spirit's saying that there's a better way to approach things. So if things aren't moving in your life, in some area of your life, there's a better way to approach things. And you're being called to really use your passionate side. You have this charismatic side, or this passionate side, this independent side to you, this very confident side to you. So funny that I'm saying this, because this actually came out in one of the personal readings I did yesterday for a client, and it was this message that hasn't come through, I don't think, ever in a personal reading, but it was really about someone being afraid of really stepping into owning who they are. Okay, that person will probably know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I definitely get the sense that this is similar, where you're really being called to step into your power, but also use your intuition. So it's like balancing the physical and the intuitive side, okay? Which I think will help you guys to get a new perspective on things, but also shift your experiences. Okay, let's see what else we have. So Spirit, what do my subscribers need to know right now? What's the most important messages? Some of you guys are stressed out. We have the 9 of Swords in reverse. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. Okay, some of you guys are so stressed. Let's see what this stress is about. But Spirit is saying that your worry is unnecessary. You're being called to release your worry, to surrender it to Spirit, and allow them to take over. Allow them to help you with your situations, okay? One practice that I've been doing a lot lately, if you guys are interested, is, and I talk about this on the personal development channel, but the practice of Ho'oponopono. It's such an amazing, amazing practice where if you have any issues going on in your life, you just pray. You pray with these 4 statements. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And I cannot tell you, and also the clients that I work with one-on-one, I cannot tell you how much success I've had with it, they've had with it, just by saying these 4 statements. And it's really about surrendering your issues to the divine so that they can support you. And it's a clearing practice. So you're cleaning, you're clearing. It's really powerful. Okay. On that note, I guess I've never even thought to let you guys know. Sorry, this is kind of, I guess, a ranting reading. I hope you guys are okay with that. But the other thing I was going to say is on my personal development channel, I think a lot of you do watch that as well. The link is down in the description box below. But I also have a personal development business, so I do one-on-one coaching with my clients. So I'm speaking to 7 to 10 clients per week on the phone. So if you guys are interested, I do a lot of spiritual guidance, conscious manifestation, how to remove, emotional blockages. If you have relationship issues, financial issues, all of that, we can talk about it on the phone. Chakra blockages, anything like that. So if you guys are interested and you wanted to work with me more on a personal level rather than a tarot reading, then you can email me at the Heal and Ascend and I'll send you the information, or you can pop onto the other channel and the information's there. Okay? Anyway, so let's take a look at what is this stress and anxiety that you guys are dealing with. What is this stress and anxiety? Yeah, you guys are, it's more of a fearing change, okay? So the Tower in reverse is always my card of fearing change. You guys are super sensitive right now. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but the Queen of Cups and the Tower in reverse. So you're highly emotional, highly charged right now, and this is due to the fact that you're stressing out about worst case scenarios that haven't even occurred yet. So a lot of you guys are playing out these scenarios that haven't quite happened yet. Tower in reverse, fearing the worst. Okay, and it's caused you to be very emotional as well. But I think for some of you who are resonating with this message about having a falling out with either a family member or a lover, it is causing grief. So that could also be why you guys are somewhat emotional, and that it's adding to the stress of what you're dealing with right now. Okay, so let's take a look and see what lesson you're currently learning. Okay, so what lesson is my viewer currently learning? What are you guys learning? Okay, what are you learning right now? Yeah, taking things too seriously, guys. Taking life way too seriously right now, okay? Which I feel like a lot of people do, and I am guilty. Excuse me, while my throat just went like closed. I am guilty for this. Very, very, very guilty. I was thinking about this the other day. And someone told me, a close family member told me that I can be dry sometimes, and you know what, it's actually true. It's kind of hard to hear, but it's true, because I feel, especially as a Capricorn, I can be very just practical, grounded, not necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time too, we have to take life as it is sometimes. You know, it's not really as serious as we make it out to be. You know, when we're going on the healing path and we're embarking on our spiritual journeys, it sometimes feels serious, especially if we're healing deep stuff. But we have to remember to stop and laugh and have fun and enjoy life. So a lot of you guys are needing to do that. Some of you might be too stressed out, you're too worried, you're dealing with a lot of grief, and I'm not trying to minimize any of that because that's a real thing. But at the same time too, what's going to help you to move through this energy is to choose the lighter side of things. So if you guys have those types of friends that are just really fun, really lighthearted, really easy to be around, spend time with those people, or watch some funny shows, do something, go to a comedy show, do something here to kind of lighten up the mood, because you've got to remember that even if you are healing, it doesn't have to be a painful experience all the time. There can be humor sort of immersed in that, okay? Especially for you worrywarts, 9 of Swords, okay? All right, so let's see what else is coming through here. Hold on. Okay, let's pull from this deck. I haven't used this in a while. All right, what are you needing to know right now? What are you needing to know right now? What do you need to know right now? We have Summon. Okay, interesting. So we have Summon and we have Reminder, Don't Forget. Okay, let me just clarify the Summon card and see what's coming through. Why is Summon here? The 10 of Swords. And why is Reminder here? The 5 of Cups. Okay. Okay, so a lot of you have some of you, maybe it's intentional. No, I wouldn't think it'd be intentional, maybe for some of you, but most of you, it's unintentionally. You have drawn in painful experiences over and over and over and over again in your life. Okay, 10 of Swords, this is betrayal, but this can also talk about going through pain, not once, not twice, but 10 times, right? To the point where it's like, okay, you've had enough pain. You've summoned in enough painful experiences into your life that Spirit is saying, you know, we've given you enough reminders. I feel like with this energy here, this combination of cards is telling me that you're kind of stuck in the past, and Spirit's wanting you to not forget what you've learned, because oftentimes we go through painful experiences, but if we don't take the lessons, then guess what? We're going to go through that experience again. And I feel like you guys have done this over and over again. So there's some sort of cycle that you're needing to break where you're stuck in a painful situation, but because you're focused on what you've lost and you're not focused on what could be gained or the lesson, it keeps playing out in this cycle. Does that make sense? So I feel like it's an unintentional thing. You're probably not realizing that you're doing it, but you're staying stuck in this sort of painful cycle that you have the ability to break out of. Okay, let's see how you can break out of this. See if Spirit has any advice as to how you can break out of this. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups. It came through in reverse. It says, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. Okay, so you guys are needing, the way to come out of this is to come into this sort of inner happiness. The 9 of Cups in reverse, as you guys know from my channel, this is my card of not feeling good enough or looking for love in all of the wrong places. So a lot of you are focused on trying to find your fulfillment outside of yourself, trying to find your happiness outside of yourself, and this could be why you keep getting hurt or you keep feeling pain, because you're putting this power of your happiness in something external to you. So it keeps drawing in these painful experiences. So what you're trying to, or what Spirit's wanting you to see, is that you're needing to find this fulfillment within. You know, become the genie in your own life. You notice this is like the genie here with the 3 wishes. But you're needing to be that for yourself and grant those wishes for yourself rather than waiting for something to come to you. Okay? And let's see here. So let's take a look. Let's grab a final message. Okay, final message. What do you need to know right now? What do you need to know right now? What do you need to know? Yeah, some of you guys are stuck between worlds. Okay, we have number 3. So let's take a look and see what the message is. Sorry guys, I have the drawer right here where I have the camera. Okay, so number 3. Between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. See, that's what I was just saying. I feel like a lot of you guys, it's like the lesson has been learned. This reminder card is talking about the fact that you've gone through an experience over and over again. So you've learned the lesson, but it's about integrating that. Because sometimes when we learn a lesson, it doesn't mean that we're actually going to make changes. So I feel like you've already learned the lesson is what Spirit's saying, okay? In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. Okay? So yeah, you guys are being called to cultivate this curiosity about life and not get too fixated on some sort of final outcome. There is sort of a mystery to life, and that's sort of the beauty of it, is that, you know, our conscious mind wants to know everything and understand everything, but there's a higher purpose, there's a divine, it's kind of like a divine intervention always happening behind the scenes, you know. I am someone who believes that we have free will within a certain extent, but I do think what really drives our existence here is our soul. So if we have sort of like a soul contract, or if we have like a soul plan, regardless of the conscious decisions that we make in terms of free will, we will still have to learn those specific soul lessons. So the way that we go about it could be different, but ultimately you're going to be led to where you need to be. It's just the journey may take longer or it might take less time. Okay? So anyway, so that's what I have for you guys for what you need to know right now. So this was a general message. I do hope it resonates. If you want to book something more personal, my information is down below. And like I said, if you wanted to book a one-on-one coaching session with me, my information is available on the other channel, or you can email me and I'll send you the information as well. Okay? But I'm sending you absolute love and light, and I wish you all the best on your journeys. Take care.